How's it sound?
Yo, man, I'm feeling the vibes. Feeling the vibes, feeling the flies, feeling the little bitty vibe fly guy said, you are feeling the vibe, Jess Brett.
No, this is my channel. No.
Oh, snap. Oh, I didn't realize we were live. Oh, dang, dude. That's on me.
No rapping on my channel.
Yes, I bet you if someone super chatted you, you would have to do it. That's all I'm saying. You'd do it for a super chat.
I'd do it for a $25 super, and you'd be allowed, okay, you'd be allowed 2 minutes of rapping.
2 minutes of freestyle's tough, dude. That'd be pretty tough.
What it would take. Okay, so for those of you out there, I'm OmniDog from OmniDog's Vault. How does the music sound? Is it too loud? Because all of a sudden it sounds loud to me.
Yeah, you might have to turn it down a little bit on your end. Just on your speaker, though.
Oh, okay.
You can turn down the music coming from your speaker, but leave it up in the thing. Man, we got some great people in the chat.
Sound now. This is TBone from SSD Toys. It sounds phasey and loud.
Ooh. I think that's a good thing, but I don't know.
Phasey is the kind of music it is. Is it still loud? I can turn it down more. Let me turn it down a little more.
You turn it down from in the browser setting itself
Yeah.
on YouTube. Yeah, it should be doing it. Oh, child.
That's about as low. That's as low as I can go without turning completely off. That's in the window, right?
Yeah. Well, it's time to do a show. I'm ready, my man.
308 you had it set for. Great.
Yes. This is a little bit off.
Post-hardcore OmniDog. Also an old dude. There used to be a post-punk OmniDog, but now it's post-hardcore OmniDog. So don't know if it's the same guy.
Oh, it's the same guy.
It is.
Oh, it's the same guy. I got a good feeling about it. Man, today's a great day, Jess.
Today, you know what? I turned it down and now I can't hear you.
Today is such a good day because
a return to Turtles.
Man, I've been dying to get this book, to talk about this book. Finally, let's talk, dude. Ninja Turtles.
I've been after you for a year to talk about this book. What are you, a jerk?
Oh, man. But you know what? Jess and I were talking, and we were thinking that something that would be really fun would to do a month straight of Ninja Turtles. What do you guys think? Just a whole month Ninja Turtle celebration, because Jess loves turtles.
Yep.
I love turtles. And you guys love turtles.
And we have 5 volumes to review. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's right.
So we're going to do one a week from now through the end of July. And I think it's a great idea because our mutual sponsor, Dying Breed Collectors. Whoops, hold on a sec. Dying Breed Collect. Wait, is that a brand or a banner? Let's see. DyingBreedCollectors.com not only has a stash of TMNT books, but we have a promotion going on right now on OmniDog's Vault, where if you order any bat book, you get 10% off with the code BATHOUND. That is till Saturday, July 3rd, 2021. And he's getting more and more bat books. Spent an hour and a half on the phone with him Sunday. We are going to have that site full of books.
It's going to be awesome.
Tomorrow, Dying Breed Collectors is going to have Batman's Grave and Batman Earth 1 Year 3 up on his site, which was the topic that Taylor and I talked about on Saturdays. Those books are included in the 10% off. Go to dyingbreedcollectors.com, and for 10% off any bat book, use the code BATHOUND. And he's also stocking the books we're talking about today.
That's right. And Jess, what if they want a Marvel book with
A Marvel book. Take it away, buddy.
If you guys are looking for any Marvel book, you can use code SuperSquadD on the DyingBreedCollectors.com and get 10% off every Marvel book. And included in that 10%, now don't quote me on this because he didn't say this, but I'm pretty sure that gives you rights to any NFT that is created with your purchase. I can't guarantee that, but I can tell you you're going to get 10% off all Marvel books. So look, you go buy a Batman book, you go buy a Marvel book, and then you say to yourself, I think when he gets some TMNT in, I'm going to buy some TMNT and jump in the fun with us for TMNT month. It's
right on. So we're both co-sponsored by Dying Breed Collectors. He's got a special Marvel code running for 10% off Marvel books, and I've got a special 10% code going for Bat books. Now, my code is Bathound. What's your code?
Super Squad D.
The whole word, Super Squad
One
D?
word, Super Squad D. I should have made it Jess is a jerk. In hindsight, that was the right play, but I messed up.
I fully support that, and let me tell you, you're going to have plenty of chances to come up with code names, and I'm going to be pissed if you don't have Jess as a jerk. I mean, you got to commit to the bit.
I love it. Man, I'm seeing some great friends here in the chat.
Yeah, Marcelo, happy Tuesday. TMNT
Turtles Tuesday
should release in July. Wooter, are you the same Wooter that's usually Aiku? I mean, there can only be so many Wooters. I think maybe.
How many Wooters in the world are there?
Where you're from? I don't know.
Man.
Amaya, hello, Jess. We've been talking recently. Amaya and I, love from India. Amaya and I have been talking a lot in the comments section of OmniDog's Vault, where I answer all comments, and I've been helping him out a little bit, and I'm happy to do it.
I love it. Dude, that's awesome, man.
Gabriel, hello,
Gabriel's awesome. Love seeing Gabriel in the chat.
James Abel says the only problem is 2 weeks into the month, Tyler will have something come up and won't be able to make it. I'm going to go to his house and beat the crap out of him if that happens. Or
honestly,
wife do it, because she is stronger than Tyler and has just as many reasons as I do to want to beat him up.
You know what? I can't argue with any part of that statement. I can't argue with any part of what you just said.
Oh, and Taylor on vacation.
Wow.
Checking in with, of course, a dig on Tyler.
Taylor's on vacation, and he's like, you know what? I'm not going to watch the review, but I just want to jump in to see if he actually read it. He just wants to know if I read the book. And I did. And let me tell you, here's my synopsis of the book before we get into it. Bebop and Rocksteady stumble across time travel, scepter kicking the craziest, most destructive adventure yet. It's a good book. I came up with that on my own. That was my own synopsis.
I want to apologize to Wooter because he said, no, the name is pretty popular in Belgium. I apologize.
No, that's awesome.
I was not aware of that, but I'm glad to have you here.
Jess, why are you so mean to your viewers?
Crazy Jane popping in. Hey, guys.
Crazy Jane has a... Wait, can you go back to that comment?
No, I want you to shut up. I love your Rex, says Amaya, and they become my to-read list. So glad to find this channel. Have you gotten a comment like that? No.
Jess, all you do is make us spend money. Jess would be like, hey, check out this cool book. It's really good. And I'm like, do I need it? And Jess is like, doesn't matter. Order it. And now I have Swamp Thing, New 52, and Animal Man.
Those are great books, though.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about right here.
Dean's Vlog checking in. I'm reading volume 1 right now and really enjoying it. Dean, wait till volume 5 because that's when we get traction and it becomes really awesome.
So good. What is the IDW collection volume 1? That came. What does that include?
He said, "Oh, the Sonic IDW collection."
I'm super interested in that. Wow, that's cool. Wow, that was my Owen Wilson impression. Wow.
Oh, okay. Johnny Airwindows. This review is long overdue. I'm looking at you, Tyler.
Johnny, uncool, man. Johnny, uncool. Don't be that way, bro.
The Collector. Are you still here, buddy?
The Collector's so great, dude.
He is. Duck Collector sends me messages when toys are up that I need. Oh, and Drew Bloodworth was here.
Oh, I love Drew.
Thoughts on TMNT. So, Drew, actually, these are all dedicated to you because you kind of kickstarted it all and pushed us to do it. So, all these are dedicated to Drew Bloodworthy.
Facts. Man, I am excited about TMNT Tuesday, which is today. I noticed you got green in the background. I got a little green light over here in the background.
I do have green right here.
We're just all about it. I mean, you have a TMNT shirt on. I have a TMNT shirt on. That's the speedster turtle right there himself.
Yeah.
Mine too. Mine's
This is Monet, the really fast French impressionist.
Love it.
Turtle.
Love it. This is my TMNT shirt, which is Lincucelli, which is also
the
Ninja Turtle.
Maya says, by the way, Jess, I read Bad Reception and loved it. That's great. Also recently read Violent Love and loved it too. That's great. The writer is a friend of the channel, Frank Barbieri. He was one of our first interviews. I've met him several times. Frank's a great guy.
Jess, you're friends with everybody, though. Who are you not friends with? It'd be easier for you to say you're not. Jess, that's hurtful, mate. What? You're drinking a Disney cup? You can't be mean when you're drinking a Disney cup, dude. Oh.
Right on, man. I'd sing his song, but we'd get demonetized.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be that accurate.
I'd take a copyright hit. On day 37. Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
What's that avatar?
That's Savage Dragon, the sixth Ninja Turtle.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can see it. Yeah. Johnny. Oh, you're live today. Well, I was thinking of just earlier because my copy of the DC Deluxe edition of Whatever Happened to Printing came in the mail today. You lucky dude.
That's a good book.
I love that book. Johnny, I hope you love it too, man.
Well, speaking of books we love, Jess, did you love this book? Like what?
First of all, Rocksteady and Bebop are idiots. These guys are truly idiots.
Okay.
This book is pretty much all Bebop and Rocksteady. I can't emphasize how much fun the stories are.
Yes.
But how stupid those two actually are. In human form, we get to see them in human form and mutant form.
Together, in fact.
Really, yeah, together, because this book involves time travel.
Oh, geez.
And boy, if these guys aren't the two biggest dummies on the planet.
I love it, though. I was here for every second of it, man. Okay, so it's been a while since we've done reviews together. But usually when Jess and I do reviews together, we talk about the story, and then we talk separately about the art, and then we answer the ultimate question, is it compelling? Did it make us want to read more, and does it leave us wanting to read another volume? And so let's just start with the story. Yeah, you jumped into it. So the first arc is all about the time travel stupidity of Bebop and Rocksteady.
It is almost incomprehensible. I mean, I know it's not a knock on the writing, but
no,
at all, because the writing's great throughout the book.
And I love Renee. Monet. Renee? No, it's Renee, right? Are you confused on the time travel chick?
Oh, yeah, the time travel chick. Yeah, she is great.
She's funny, dude. And they constantly are running into her, but at different points in her story, which is really funny. And
at one point, she runs into herself. To complete the arc. Can you hear up the saxophone post arc, or you were just saying the music's too loud? Does it sound better now?
I think he just wants more sax. Who doesn't want more sax? I want more sax.
I'm all saxed up. She is the best part of the story, which is a very good story, highly enjoyable.
It is.
It's the only reason it's confusing is because, of course, time travel.
Yeah.
And they also have multi-dimensional stories. So sometimes they're crossing what appears to be a time stream, but it's actually a
dimension.
Let me highlight you so you can show the artwork. But it's not only a time stream, it's a dimensional stream, and they're seeing themselves in a car off in a different direction.
Each of these represents a different dimension. So they basically said that, like, when you go back in time, you're creating another universe, but then they still go back in time and try to fix things. So it's really funny. You're like, wait, do you or don't you? I'm very confused. But it was really fun.
Now, I will say, I don't remember this character, but but it's also been almost a year since we read volume 7. So we see,
dude, I was on the same page to show you. Oh, Pepperoni.
Yeah.
Oh my
Pepperoni and a little dino that is attacking Pepperoni. I don't know that the little dino gets a name, but the little dino also gets caught in the time stream.
Yes.
And gets good grief, gets brought back with the turtles into the proper time. So Pepperoni's around now.
I love Pepperoni, dude. Pepperoni was probably the single standout character for me.
Yeah.
There's later on, we'll talk about it in a few minutes, but there was an issue it was like a mini short. Like they had a series of shorts essentially there towards the end of the book. Mm-hmm. And in one of the shorts, there was one just about Pepperoni, and he was dreaming of being older and being like fighting with the turtles. Oh my gosh, it was the most adorable thing I've ever seen. And I swear, if we don't get a Pepperoni action figure, I will burn this world to the ground, because that has to happen right away.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. Teenage Mutant Pepperoni.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it. He's dreaming, and they're like, oh, I wonder what he's dreaming about. Dude, and I love the Pepperoni stuff. Usually has like lighter colors, like lighter pastels, which I know we're not talking about the art yet, but I absolutely loved it so much, dude.
So in this book, we get a lot of unmasked turtles.
Yes, a lot.
Full faces, a lot in this, which gets a little confusing because their masks are really the way you tell them apart.
Yeah, I enjoyed seeing them unmasked. Oh man, I forgot about in the story of the time travel, we get even a mutant version of April in a random reality where she gets turned into like a wasp and she becomes the protector in the 1960s.
Right.
It's back in time to the 60s or some type of bug. Oh man, too funny.
There's a lot just in this first story. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
There's Bebop and Rocksteady see themselves in human form at some point, team up with their human forms. Their human forms are constantly arguing each other. Their mutant forms are constantly arguing each other, and they're really idiots. I don't know what the attraction, if there's an attraction to them. For me personally, it would be to collect the action figures.
Yeah.
I don't personally care for them as characters.
They're so dumb. And then after they beat Donnie in the last volume or 2 volumes ago to an inch of his life, and like he got turned into the robot and everything.
Yeah.
That was a heartbreaker. So I hate them.
Okay.
But also like them because they're stupid and they're entertaining to read. They're just dumb lugs. So the book was really split. I think really you could think of the book in thirds. So the first third was the Bebop and Rocksteady time travel. The second third, it was like TMNT Universe or something. Yeah. But it was basically, or War, Prelude to War, Universal War, something.
War to Come.
War to Come, okay. And so basically it's a story that surrounds the Turtles having to team up with Baxter Stockman as they're trapped inside the Stockman building with a new mutant who's very deadly, and they're trying to just survive. There's no real bad guy.
That person.
She is creepy, dude.
She is, and she is ahead. Madam Null is the head of Null Industries,
which is like Roxxon or Luther Corp or any evil organization you've ever heard.
And in the building, a lot of the mutants. I mean, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are in there, and Baxter Stockman and April, and a new character that
she was cool.
Is, let's see if I can get. Let me highlight.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good shot of her right there, dude.
Yeah. Right here, a new character that's in there with them, and they're surrounded by an overzealous government agent in charge of trying to capture and or kill all mutants.
Yeah.
And they end up teaming up for a little bit with this creation so they can get out of the jam, but she has no interest really in being partners with them, teaming up with them. She's like, let's get out of this, and then I'm bouncing and I'm back at you.
She was savage though, no doubt.
Oh yeah, she was way savage.
I like that at one point her and Raphael just getting a straight up boxing match, basically, where they're just like, Raphael's like, all right, we're about to go right now.
Well, and she gets ready to throw down with April, and she says, I'm April O'Neil, and she's getting ready to go with her, go at it.
April's awesome.
April is awesome in this story, the series of stories.
Yeah.
And the building is getting attacked by the government. Some reluctant. The head of the attack is totally into it, but the ones that he's overseeing are not necessarily digging it. They're not seeing the meaning of the mission. So some of them are reluctant, and which makes for an interesting story whenever you have an overzealous team leader and then things that don't really support it. So Baxter is teamed up with April by the end of this.
Yeah, that was an interesting alliance because she used to work for him way back originally, like at the very beginning of the series. She worked for him. He was shocked to find out that like she basically knew everything. He didn't think she knew anything. He thought she was just like a random lab assistant still, which is interesting. And they kind of team up. It leaves with the you still got the evil organization doing their thing, and the Turtles live another day. It was a very interesting story in which they just live another day, which like they're just trying to survive. So it wasn't, I would say the ending was not extremely satisfying like it was when they beat Shredder. And so it wasn't like you left going, whoa, but you left feeling like that was a good, entertaining story.
Well, to the point we always talk about, does it make you want to keep reading more? I was invested in it enough that, I did want to find out who Madam Null more. I wanted to find out more about Madam Null.
Yeah.
I wanted to find out more about the female. What was her name? The ant sort of.
I can't remember her name. The little scorpion thing with the tail.
Scorpion, yeah.
Let's see.
She was the Scorpion. We're blanking on
sort of an S, maybe. I don't remember.
Scorpionovich.
I think you nailed it. Pretty sure that's exactly it. You got it. Scorpionovich.
So.
Yeah, definitely leaves you you wanting. Oh, Zadi was her name.
Zadi. Okay. Zadi.
Definitely leaves you wanting more. The next 1/3 of the book, I found to be really random. It was good universe building, I thought. It's mostly 1 to 2 off issues about different characters here at the very end of the book. So it was an interesting way to structure the book for storytelling, but they very clearly wanted to put all these tie-ins in a hardcover, and I'm glad they did. Because I would have been bummed if we didn't have all this. We talked about this before, some of the earlier TMNT reviews, but when you get all this side story and universe building books, when you read it at the time, it doesn't necessarily feel like, ooh, this is the greatest story. But the next time you see Leatherhead, you're like, oh man, there was that issue with him and Hobbs. And like, oh, the next time you see Metal Donnie, that you remember there's an issue about him. And, it just builds to the lore. Pepperoni is a great example, like a character that will probably continue to show up. But because he got a little bit of screen time here or page time, it makes you really feel invested in the world. And it feels like a real breathing world, not just some straightforward narrative stories. And for that, I really liked it.
Yeah. And to your point, I agree that I think these types of issues read much better in a collected edition than they would have in floppies. I imagine they were a bit frustrating to read as a floppy reader because as a part of this book, they're very interesting as you read all of them together and form a full arc of stories. But I maybe issue by issue, they didn't really thrill the reader, but collected, they are really good and really fun to read.
One of my favorite issue was the Pepperoni issue, the little short about Pepperoni. But my second favorite, this might be, golly, this is up there in my top 5 favorite Christmas issues ever.
I knew you were going to say
loved everything about this issue. I
love the Christmas issue. It was
great. So good, dude. It was so well written. They tied in so many good characters. Yep. Here's what you were talking about with the masks down a little bit.
Right.
So many characters they brought in. The art was back to the artist who usually draws on the main series. I love, I got mad love for Pigeon Pete or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Dumb bird. But I love the Mutanimals. I love Slash. I love Pepperoni. I love that they bring all the characters together. I mean, look at this, dude.
Yeah.
It
was everything I could possibly want in a story.
Yes.
Everything, because of everything you said. It was all our characters that we love.
Yeah.
Brought into one story. They each got enough time to stand out and have their own, little bit. It was a great. I love Christmas stories in general.
Yeah,
that are well written because you get so many characters that are so much fun, and of course, Christmas time is such a fun time of the year.
Yeah.
That it's a celebration, and even though we're not reading it at Christmas time, we're still getting the feeling of family, togetherness, celebration of being together, and really, really, even people that you're not necessarily 100% with. Like I think at some point the Mutanimals were specifically not invited.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it
I love that. That was so good, dude.
Yeah.
It was so refreshing. It's hard to do a holiday issue really well because they've just been done so many times.
Yeah.
And normally it's like, oh, there's a bad villain who's trying to ruin Christmas, and then he got ruined, but we saved the day, and now and like they just avoided all that and made a heartwarming issue that I was trying to remember. This is the first time a lot of these characters have ever interacted. We've seen them as the reader, but they've not actually met up. And it was so good. And I love the Griswold reference here.
Yeah. When he turns out the lights of the city.
That was awesome, dude. That was just so good. I really loved everything about it. And then the end, of course, the payoff was really good. The very end. And that was stellar.
Yeah. I loved so far we're 2/3 of the way through it, a little bit more than 2/3 of the way through it, and then it gets very dark with
what a twist, dude.
Yeah.
From that to this.
It gets dark with let me think. Is it Hob?
Yeah, Hob and Leatherhead.
wait, what's the? I hate that father. What's his?
Hun. Yeah, he's
Hun.
such a jerk. Oh man.
They continue to make him absolutely irredeemable.
Yeah.
And unrepentant, unforgivable, and he sinks to the lowest level of human being. I think it's on the category. You can't get much worse than this, and that's somebody who runs a dog fight for money.
Yeah, true.
You can't get much lower than that as a human being.
Yeah.
And it turns out that is this Leatherhead, the big croc?
Yeah, Leatherhead.
Leatherhead sniffs out this operation, and both Hob and Leatherhead break it up. And Hob wants to team up with Leatherhead, and Leatherhead has no interest in it.
He ain't having it.
Hob seems to want to redeem himself and become a better mutant. And he was hoping to team up with Leatherhead, that this would be a bonding thing for them. He's looking for a partner in like a redemption search.
Yep.
And they do a great job of breaking up the fight. Unfortunately, Hob does not find the family that he really wants because he's left the Mutanimals.
Yeah, he got kicked out because he basically was doing some underhanded things in the last book. They thought he was like this altruistic guy, like the Mutanimals. A lot of them thought they were like the Ninja Turtles, but it turned out that their team was led by Hob, and he was doing like some underhanded things. So basically, they ended up kicking Hob out of the Mutanimals. So he is, I agree, he's on a redemption track.
Right. Andy, I turned the music way down. We don't have to have it.
We gotta have it. Oh yeah, it's super
way down because I understand it can be distracting. I thought I'd try something different. But if everybody agrees it's too distracting, it's easy for me to get rid of. So just let me know. And post-hardcore, yes, right after this, after a
spoiler alert
break. In a couple minutes, this show will be over. And then Unbox and Chill goes over to Tyler's channel.
And you guys won't believe the balls Jess got. You guys are going to be shocked when you see it.
Tyler, I can't believe you went there.
I've been hanging out with you and Ryan too much. So the next channel, the next arc, dude, or the next story, that creeped me out, dude.
Creeped me out, grossed me out.
I did not like it. I guess I liked it from what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
But like
it was they were searching in the sewers or a creature came up from the sewers and they had to deal with it. And actually, I think the less said about this right now, the better, because it makes me want to throw up.
The one thing that I'll say about it is they had the motif of the balloon and it was in the sewer. Now, I haven't seen the It movies because I'm a big chicken.
Oh,
but
okay, yeah.
I feel like this might have been a reference to the It movies, the creepy clown and the sewer and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't watched the movies, but I just know the poster has a red balloon.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah. I liked the art in it. It was different.
Looked like the wild thornberries to me.
Exactly. The cop in it looked exactly like she was from Wild Thornberries.
Isn't that funny?
And it was a fun story, but it wasn't my favorite story.
Yeah.
I of course loved the next story, which was about Alopex.
You love Alopex, don't you? I remember you've always loved Alopex.
I do. I'm a really big fan of hers. She struggles she wants to be good, and
Yeah.
she struggles because her spiritual
Kitsune, like one of the three siblings who's like in the shadow war with her immortal siblings, is like influencing her.
And she's having a really hard time pulling away from that, even though she wants to. She wants to so badly and just be her own person.
Ooh.
And it's a very cool setting. Cool, because they're in the Arctic or whatever, where they find Alopex and they're trying to save her, and she's having trouble pulling away from that spiritual control. That's the tension in the article. And well, spoiler, they do end up saving her, but it's always going to be an issue with her. That's always going to be in the back of her head, that control is always, she's always going to be fighting that control.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great story. I really enjoyed it. You mentioned redemption story for Hobbs, and I think that we're like maybe just on the next step of the redemption story for Alopex, which she's like one step ahead of Hobbs, but I feel like he is following in her footsteps. I really like her, and obviously she has that connection with Raph, which is nice. Yeah, I like that as well. So I thought it was a really well done story, and it did further some things in terms of the Shadow War and the Shadow Realm. Yeah, or like from the little immortal people. Now, then we get to, we talked about it earlier, but all right, this is really the end of the book for the most part.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the art, because there was one story about Donatello and Metal Don, which was interesting. It's like kind of like a copied version of him that's in a lot of pain in the metal body and the metal head that he made. And that was kind of a tragic ending. It was an interesting book to end on when you think about mapping.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was a very interesting one to end on, but I liked it. I mean, it was good, but really the issue right before that, and this is a good segue to talk about the art, because the pepperoni issue, Teenage Mutant Ninja Pepperoni. Look at it, dude. Come on. I mean, seriously.
Your lighting. There we go. Yeah.
There we go. I mean, look at the pastel colors, the actual artwork design of the characters is really good. I really enjoy it, but it's the pastel colors that I just can't get enough of.
Really sets it apart.
I love Teenage Mutant Pepperoni. So what did you feel, moving into the art discussion, how did you feel about the art overall? There's another pepperoni cover. Love it.
I felt like, first, it has to be noted that Drew had a statue. Wait. Oh, Alopex had a statue of her commissioned to complement his sideshow Raphael statue.
Wow.
You had a statue commissioned, Drew, of Alopex?
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
That's super cool.
I want to see a picture of that somehow. You have my Facebook.
That's awesome.
Get Messenger, so Drew, Facebook Messenger that to me. I want to see that. That's really cool.
Well, the art for me was shockingly the weak point of this book.
Oh, really?
Because I felt like it was, for me personally, it was hit or miss, because there was no consistency in the art. It wasn't until we got to the Christmas issue with the regular series artist, inker, and colorer that I realized just how much I loved the art from the main series and how distracting some of the art was in some of these mini series.
Okay.
I mean, I liked the art in some series. It was just there was no consistency.
Right.
And that got a little jarring for me reading it in mostly one sitting. It wasn't bad in some instances. I'm trying to find one. Most of the time it looked like this to me.
hang on.
Where it's just, it's kind of standard, a little cartoony.
Yeah.
With a little dark colors. It wasn't bad. But really the main series art is just so good to me that I missed it. But then there was like, we got in the Leonardo issue, which we didn't really talk about, which was like a astral plane dream sequence issue.
Yeah.
I know some of that was drawn by Peter Laird, I believe, but some of it felt a little jarring to me and a little out of place for what I love. Because this right here, this is my jam. Like this art is just 10 out of 10 for me. I love it.
Yeah. Now, is that Sophie Campbell's art?
This was the main series artist. It was, I'm probably going to butcher the name, Mateus Santaluco.
Was that the Christmas issue?
Yeah, that was the Christmas issue, but it was a part of the main series. This and the Alopex issue were parts of the main series, where everything else was, the spin-off side stories.
Okay. Well, I know.
What about you?
Sophie Campbell's art, and she's the one that's doing the main series. She took over doing the main series.
Okay. So maybe that was the former artist, or maybe he just was trying to do the main series style.
Yeah. I had no problem with the art. Thanks, Drew. I'm going to check it out. I didn't have a problem with the art. I felt like each arc's art represented the story well. So I didn't have a problem with it, but your feelings are, of course, your feelings, and they're totally legit. So that's cool.
Can you tell that to my wife?
Actually, I can.
I'm kidding. Don't tell that to my wife. I'll be in trouble.
I caught you.
You call my bluff. Why?
Andy is saying, I really like Santalucho before it changed to Sophie. So far, the art has not been a problem with me as long as the story's been good. And that is one thing that has so far been consistent from hardcovers 1 through 8 is that I have been fully engaged in all the stories. And as of the end of volume 8, I felt it was very compelling enough for me to continue on to volume 9. And if you agree, we will be doing that next week.
Maybe even next Tuesday.
I think we should just have Turtle Tuesday.
Turtle Tuesday makes sense. I mean, what do you guys think in the chat? Let us know in the chat if you like Turtle Tuesday.
No. That's not how I do it on my channel. I just make the decision and then I put the videos up. I don't ask for fan interaction. No, we're doing Turtle Tuesday, Tyler. I'm not asking my fans for any feedback.
Okay, Turtle Tuesday then. Come join us next Tuesday, which will almost certainly, but maybe not happen.
Yeah, no, we're doing Turtle Tuesday for the month of July and this last week of June. And you can find your turtle books at dyingbreedcollectors.com.
There you can. Dying Breed's awesome.
Dying Breed is awesome. You can get for until July 3rd at midnight, there's a sale on all bat books. You get 10% off with the code that's not Bafound, it's Bathound.
Bathound?
Bathound. At dyingbreedcollectors.com, you can get 10% off all bat books with the code Bathound. That's dyingbreedcollectors.com, 10% off code Bathound. Yeah. And you also have a Dying Breed Collectors promo going.
10% off all Marvel purchases, which there's a lot of Marvel purchases and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that you can't find other places as well. So check it out. It's Super Squad D. Code Super Squad D on dyingbreedcollectors.com. That's dyingbreedcollectors.com.
Shut up, you jerk! Trying to steal my
What? No, I didn't steal anything, Jess. It just came out. What do you mean?
Yeah, you're a thief.
No, Jess. The T word is a harsh thing to say. So, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Jess, for agreeing to do some more turtle stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
So nice of you. And we're excited about turtles. We are actually going to continue the fun right now over on Super Squad D. In just a few minutes, we're going to have an unbox and chill.
Yeah.
So would love for you guys to come over there, hang out. We're going to be looking at some toys, having lots of fun. And Jess has got, how many those balls did you get?
6.
Jess has 6 balls. You're going to want to find out what's in them. Can almost guarantee. I'm dying to know what's in the 6. Are they blue balls?
They are. I just checked.
Need I say more?
No, it's probably not a good idea.
Oh, man.
Thank you to everybody that tuned in, and thank you to everybody that's watching afterwards. This has been OmniDog's Vault. You can find me on Instagram under OmniDogs_Vault. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. And all comments will be answered, of course. And my Instagram. Wait, did I say my Instagram? Oh, it's go to dyingbreedcollectors.com. 10% off Bat Books. Code is BatHound. And I'm doing more reviews coming up in a couple days. So I'm being more consistent. Yeah.
And can I just say, I've really enjoyed your reels. You guys got to check out his Instagram for real. He's got
more reels tonight.
He's done some good reels. You got to check it out. It's like OmniDog in short, digestible bites that we can all actually handle. It's nice. It's nice for a change.
I will check with Taylor when the next Crime Corner is. I'm sure he told me and I forgot. That's how it works. Taylor just keeps reminding me, and that's how it goes.
Absolutely.
Ban OmniBuddy from all my chats.
You know what? He was harassing me yesterday, so I support that. Totally.
Yeah. I'm gonna ban you, OmniBuddy. Peace and love to everybody else but OmniBuddy. Love you guys.